Hey guys, David here. I just got back from a trip to Honolulu with my family. I'm sure I saw a few people reading some sort of net book on the beach, but I only got a quick look. While there, I did some shopping and got one of these things. After returning home, I set it up and started experimenting with different options. I've done some basic shopping on eBay for an external hard drive I wanted to use with it. Now, if you're wondering where I got that intro from, I got that from Infrikit, which is an AI that kindly made the intro for me. So I'm just going to be messing around on Infrikit because I have 5,000 weekly free characters. Okay. So let's just start with a basic one. I am a 11-year-old boy living in, what's it gonna say? A country where a big part of the population enjoys walking long distances at a leisurely pace. Is that true? I don't think so. Where I live, people take long walks on foot, not on their cars. In fact, on their cars? Oh, I thought. In fact, cars have been getting, okay, you know what? 5:30. Cars have been getting fewer and fewer, so it is quite a rare sight to see a bus passing by. I'm lucky enough to live in a city with sidewalks, so I can walk on the sidewalk and not on the road. Of course, in the winter time, a few cars may still pass, but it's not a big deal. Now, it is not like I don't like to drive. I have my car and I drive it every day. Okay, I got my own car. But it is just not convenient in a city like ours. In the car, you have to drive on the road, so you can't take the shortest route possible. Also, most cars don't have Bluetooth. Are they living in like the... Are they living in like an island? What do you... Yeah, most cars don't have Bluetooth, alright. In the car, you have to drive on the road, so you can't take the shortest route possible. Okay, whatever that means. So now I'm just... That was weird. Okay, I'm gonna do one. So there's a keyword thing, so it like tries to include those words. So I'm gonna do a word, and you're gonna have to guess what it is. The first one is probably gonna be really easy. Let's start. Generate text. Bon Jovi, Bon Jovi, Sarah Bon Jovi, Bon Jovi, Sally Bon Jovi, Bon Jovi, Mrs. Bon Jovi, Bon Jovi, Bon Jovi, Golf, Mrs. Bon Jovi, Bon Jovi, Bon Jovi, a little girl's mammy in the big White House where, if you guessed, okay, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. No, I'll give you 3 seconds. This should be easy. 3, 2, 1. The word was Bon Jovi. I don't even think that's a thing. Okay, this one I'm gonna try to make it a bit more hard. There we go. Now let's start. That changed when Adam brought up the fact they still owe Jenna a birthday cake too. A birthday cake for Jenna? Adam asked surprised. He would never admit it to Jenna's face, but he knew Adam's birthday was in October. Sure, it wasn't a cake in the shape of a small pig, but it was an acceptable gesture. He had a cake and an anniversary candle left over from. That should be enough. Now, I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was cake. That was the one. Okay. So, I'm going to do one more, and it's going to be 1,000 characters. Let's just start it with one word. What can I do? Okay, this is kind of a weird one. But let's start it now. Okay. This one is very random. Everyone thinks that Canadians say a after every sentence. Now, whoops. Every sentence. I have been living in northern said my whole life, and I've never said A before in my talk. Now, this is a pretty solid argument. Well, not really an argument, but just a statement. Let's see what the AI thinks of this. I'll never say A now. I do that in Manitoba. I just told you I live in Northern. But in Newfoundland, there's no accent. It's a different way of speaking. Terrace, right. Cassidy, so there's no accent. Terrace, what do people think of you? Cassidy, my first meeting, I had them, just the average citizen. These are farmers. These are people in some of the smallest communities. I'm not stupid. I'm not into any politics. I have a briefcase. I'm not someone who will talk. I'm more of a talker. So I went to a meeting, and these two women who were just enjoying the fair, they started looking at me, and they didn't know what I looked like, and they looked at me and said, well, that looks like the guy from TV. Cassidy, you know what I mean? And so I'll never forget, because there was just silence in the room. They kept looking at me. They finally gave me their card and said, call us. So that's what happened. People came up to me and said, have a good day and have a great summer. I was grateful. Okay, I think that's enough. 6 minutes. Alright. Well, guys. Well, guys, this is the end of my video. Teaching tour. I'm happy to announce it's the end, but it's just the beginning for me. Yep, this is where the fun begins. Yep, I'm really nervous, but I'm excited, and I'm ready for the hard work. Before I